Weather-wise,
Yes.
it's a Thursday, and
Chilly.
yeah, a little change out there, Lace.
Much colder, guys. We're talking temperatures yesterday up near 70. We had 80s in southern Oklahoma. Today, temperatures are still dropping behind the cold front. Wind chills down into the teens by the time we get into the middle morning. We're still dropping. We had a lot of wind yesterday. It was blowing dust like crazy out in western Oklahoma. Of course, our team of trackers were out. I'll show you some of that video coming up in a little bit. I want to show you this picture Gina snaps over Fort Cobb Lake, looking to the west as the sun was setting, and all that dust made for a wild sunset. Winds were gusting yesterday up to 65 miles per hour in the Panhandle. Wind gusts 50 to 55 out west. And then after midnight, we've still had gusts overnight, 30, 45, 46 mile an hour wind gusts out in El Reno. It was wild through the night, and winds are still up this morning. It's a north wind, and it has a bite to it. Now, our temps are still above freezing, so we've got some clouds cover moving on in with this low pulling away from us. Does have some precip in it in the form of snow in the clouds, but as it's falling, it's still melting. It's falling as very light rain up near Pawnee, Stillwater, also a few sprinkles near Watonga, headed down to I-40, and this is all pushing to the southeast. Some heavier rain up into Osage County, Bartlesville, and then off over to the east of Tulsa, back up to Ponca City, Billings, Red Rock, kind of zooming in. This is very, very light if reaching the ground at all. Through mid-morning, as the colder air spills in, we could see a changeover to a rain-snow mix from Stillwater to Ponca City, back over to Salisaw, with all snow from Tulsa to Miami for a little while this morning. Now, only grassy surfaces would be impacted by this. The rooftops, roadways will be fine. But if anything, a trace will be possible from Newkirk to Ponca to Pawnee, back over to Tulsa, and there may be a couple areas close to a half of an inch northeast of Tulsa. We'll be checking in with our trackers from that area as we get through the mid-morning hours and we cool it down even more. It's 40, but dropping on our Lucky Star Skycam network. Northwest winds to 25, just had a gust to 37 at Will Rogers. That makes it difficult for high-profile vehicles. Please be careful. And of course, we'll check back in with Hannah for a traffic update in a minute. Temps have fallen now to the low 30s in northern Oklahoma, still holding to the upper 40s down to the south. And look at the live wind gusts. That north to northwest breeze, 30, 35 to 40 miles per hour. Consistent wind chills have now fallen into the 20s. There are teens in northern Oklahoma. And again, that temperature continuing to drop. Wind chills down to 29 at Will Rogers, 32 in Piedmont, 30 in Shawnee. And here's your hour-by-hour forecast. You're going to get the kiddos up ready for school in a little bit. Dress them for winter time and make sure they got a way to protect themselves from that strong north wind, because winds will stay up until this afternoon and evening. They back off. We have cloud cover around this morning. That will clear out into the evening. We'll see sunshine. We'll try to warm it to about 45, but the wind chill will stay in the 30s all day long today. Big difference from yesterday. We'll see a high of only 38 Miami versus the 50s down into western Oklahoma. And this water vapor imagery, let me just step out of the way. You don't want me on the screen. Just take a look at your TV. Is that not gorgeous? That area of low pressure scooting on by. This textbook. Look at that spin coming right across Oklahoma. Behind this thing, sinking air, dry air. We're going to be clear tonight. Light winds tonight. Temperatures will bottom out in the low 20s. 25 is what we're expecting here in Oklahoma City by your Friday morning. And with winds so very light, we will have the chance for some fog to settle in northwestern Oklahoma. Not locked in, but the conditions are favorable. And if that happens, it would be freezing fog. So we'll have to watch for the chance for some patchy black ice Friday morning in the northwest. Just the slightest breath of wind by tomorrow morning. Wind chills, single digits and teens. Tomorrow afternoon, we're back into the 40s, 50s. We will still have highs in the 30s in northeastern Oklahoma. We do have temperatures warming to the 50s and 60s for your Saturday. South breeze and sunny skies. Now I'm jumping ahead to our next rain opportunity. This is going to be Wednesday of next week. This system looks slower. It looks to bring heavier rain into central and eastern Oklahoma. Wednesday afternoon may even have a few thunderstorms, and that is looking much, much better. Western Oklahoma still looking to miss out as far as upcoming rainfall, unfortunately. All right, rain chances going up to 60% by next Wednesday, guys, but still no major Arctic air. I know it's cold. Bundle up.